Disclaimer. Many of the phrases expressed in this podcast are to be considered satire and are not intended to offend anyone. The majority of the participants of the Outcast podcast are part of the LGBTQIA+ community themselves. Outcast podcasts strive to be an inclusive and forward-thinking group, wherever possible. With all of that said, we hope you enjoy the conversation.
Gay people are everywhere, but how do you know that they're in your closet? We regret to inform you, but if you are listening to this podcast, then we are in your home. Here on the Outcast podcast, today we are discussing gay people.
Gay people, Ryan.
Yeah, about gay.
It's about ourselves.
Gay people,
I hate
actually.
gay people.
I don't like those things.
And neither.
My least favorite. I don't even like Skittles or M&M.
We're behind you.
We're not talking about Skittles, we're talking about gay.
Same thing.
Taste the rainbow.
Feel the rainbow, taste it.
Be the rainbow.
By the way, I should mention that I heard
know,
you
I'm
just
sorry.
on your knee on the
That
day.
really hurt, actually.
So we all took away a topic to research, and we are now going to speak about it for 1 minute.
Swag.
Yeah, basically.
True. Yeah, Jack, since they were so kind as to...
I will pass it over to Chris. Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute on the clock.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
He's getting serious now.
I need my notes. I.e. the website I'll be stealing the information from.
I want to pull up a
Jack
Google
cannot
search
write.
earlier when I forgot to.
So Jack steals
He's a
things.
very fast typer.
Okay, start the timer whenever you're ready.
okay, starting. Now, introduce your topic.
So my topic was history's first gay couple, or gay couple in general. The first known gay couple dates back to ancient Egyptian times, where they found two mummificated bodies in a tomb of Saqqara in Egypt back in 1964. Those names were Kahumna Tupi and Ninka. They were found, I've not done too much research on this. These date back to at least 2400 BC. That's where they lived, died, and were buried together. The tomb itself is inscribed with a photo of each, with Ninkahanam on the left and Kahuptehe on the right. I'm making these names up as I go now.
And that is the time. That's the time. So... Good. Please, can you go next and introduce your topic? The minute starts now.
Okay, my topic was LGBTQ conspiracies in history. I was gonna do two, but I think I only have time for one, so I'm gonna go with Vincent van Gogh. But there is rumors that he was in fact bisexual, and he was in a sexual relationship with his roommate Paul Gauguin. Sorry. So with Gauguin, Van Gogh invited Gauguin to his home, and he basically said, "Hey man, you come to my house. I know you're like out on the streets right now. You come to my house. We'll share our money. We'll share our food. Share our room. You know, we'll be like best friends." And I don't think that straight people do that. Do you? No. So that's why a lot of people believe that they were in fact lovers. And it is believed that perhaps Van Gogh cut off his ear because of Gauguin.
That is the time. Okay, thank you very much. Thank
I
you very
had
much.
so much else.
Next up is... Can we go for a Finn, please? 1 minute on the clock. What is your topic, please? And go.
My topic is Sappho and her friend, and it's pretty much just the idea of, like, despite two people being very obviously in a queer relationship, people still are just like, oh, we're good friends, best gal pals. It's it started back in like kind of ancient Greece with the poet Sappho, who was born on the island of Lesbos, which is also where the word lesbian is derived from, because everyone from there were called lesbians. And she wrote a lot of poems, like love poems, towards women and about women, just confessing her love. And historians to this day still look back and are like, they're just friends. They were just best friends.
Best gal pals.
Yeah, nothing romantic there, despite Sappho like pouring her heart out and heart out to other like female poets and other women that she knew, and she just that's Sappho and her friend.
Can we have Rex next?
Okay, so
Introduce yourself.
so I wanted to go for LGBTQ plus representation in video games, but currently the only one I have a good idea for is Bugsnax, so I'm just going to talk about Bugsnax. So Bugsnax is a game where you catch these funny little bug creatures that are in the shape of food, like burgers, strawberries, that kind of thing, and in the game you meet other people who are on this island, and there is around about 2 canonical gay couples that are set up with, I'm going to need to research these names, because I know there's Eggabell and Elizabeth Megafig, and there's Chandlo and Snorpy, and there's also a non-binary character named Floofty. Both of these are said explicitly in-game, and Floofty is very specifically referred to only with they-them pronouns in-game. As soon as you start with the game, you see a lesbian kiss. Great. I haven't finished it yet, so I can't really talk in... good thing I can't talk in detail anyway. But anyway, good game, I enjoy it.
Can we have Chris, please? You ready with the minute? What is your topic? Can you please introduce it for us?
Mine is about gay relationships, and it's a romantic sexual relationship between 2 men, and when it's like when they're married, and refers to the international resolution of such relationships in the thought of marriage.
And can we go for Charlene as well, please? 3, 2, 1.
Mine is about furries. Furries come in different colours, shapes, and different species of animals. Anybody can be like a furry in any community, in any way they want to be.
Perfect. And Brian. 3, 2, 1. Introduce your topic, please. You've got 1 minute on the clock.
My topic was LGBTQ in the media, and basically, as probably most people know here, there's a lot of shows now that have been trying to like accept and show like they accept LGBTQ, such as Heartstopper, which is like a show based around these 2 guys. One of them's finding out what his sexuality is, the other knows that he's gay, and they basically get together. Then in shows like The L House as well, often features like LGBTQ. I don't really know much about The L House, but I'm learning. Also shows like I'm Not Okay With This. Like that show, like the main character, I'm pretty sure is a lesbian and has feelings for her best friend, and yeah. Also in the media, there's been a lot of like debates over flags and sexualities, if they should be like accepted or not. A lot of them are very far-fetched, a lot of them aren't, but yeah.
And that is 1 minute on the clock. Thank you very much for all your minute renditions, guys. Well, this kind of feels almost too rushed. Are there any questions that you've kind of got for yourself, like for each other on each of those topics? Because I think a minute isn't quite enough to do any of them justice.
Do you think society's more acceptable of LGBT now than they were before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To an extent.
In what ways?
I mean, they don't openly kill us on the street.
Yeah.
That's nice, yeah. It's humble.
Great advantage.
Yeah, you know.
Companies are able to now profit off of inclusion instead of it having to stick to mostly just like, I know saying that companies can profit off us now is kind of bleak, but it's still it shows that society has come to accept us, that they won't immediately like lynch a company that even just so happens to like have a rainbow or say gay at all. So improvement, still not good. Still not good that rainbow capitalism is a thing, but you know, it's improvement.
It's like when it hits June and Primark releases all their Pride stuff, and then the second June ends, it's just like, no.
And then it's immediately packed into storage houses.
Like the second it hits midnight, they're just like, right, send it out, let's go.
And immediately goes back in the closet, quite literally.
Also, a lot of more like gay people have like rights and stuff now, which was,
That's pretty good.
yeah, rights are pretty good. We got rights. Gay marriage is legal now and like more commonly than it was, which is good. It's really good. So now you can actually love the person that you love legally.
Don't look at me.
And it also shows that when people are like in a actual relationship with another person, it's like you just like support them and not like give hate. Because then if you hate if they're like who they are, then it makes them feel uncomfortable. The thing, it's like I hate you for being like this gender, and I hate you for that, and it's not right, because we all got rights, as you said, Ryan. So it's like if you're like gay or lesbian, bisexual, and we feel happy for them and make them loved.
I mean, I don't see as much hate speech on the internet as much as I did before. But I think that's mostly just because I use the SJW platform Tumblr, and only Tumblr mostly. I've seen stuff from TikTok and I don't want to touch that, so I would like to think that the internet is a more accepting place from where I am currently. But I feel like it's also important to mention that it's kind of, I'll just say, like, theorize. A lot of places where, like, being LGBTQ plus is a big taboo is actually places that were colonized by Western cultures. Because if you go back in a lot of different places, mythology and history, you'll see that they really didn't care much about like queer people or like even like people of color. They genuinely didn't really care about that until there was like a change wherein Western cultures came in, either like most likely colonized. I don't really think there's a single place that has a good experience with like the English or West or like Americans in that front, but it like a lot of places do kind of, you can see that before Western society came in and became the norm there, that a lot of places were welcoming to queer people, and in that way we have technically still gone back, but like we're still a long ways away from that. I don't know, I just think that's interesting.
I think it's weird, like when you're on the internet and like you're surrounded by like queer people all the time, and you're in like this space, you're like, this is really nice, and like you go outside and you're like, oh my god. Because I remember I got like a sticker that was like all about trans rights, and I walked to like the what's the lights, the traffic lights, the lights, and I saw people were putting stickers on the pole, so I took my little trans like flag thing and I put on and it said like trans Scotland or something. Came back like a day later, people had been like scratching at it, and I was like, oh. But there's like a one above it that says Celtic is better than Rangers, and no one's touched that. It's like people really hate it, and you kind of just forget how much people hate it. Like even like a conversation with like my parents or something, and they realize and they don't understand. Like my mum's saying something like, "Why isn't there a straight pride?"
Because it's not worked for anything.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I get that, because like in the communities I'm in, I can go, Sonic the Hedgehog is transgender, and everyone will be like, yeah, that makes sense. But if I say that in public, I'd probably like get lynched, probably. Yeah. Even though it's true, by the way, Sonic the Hedgehog is a gay icon.
But with the sticker stuff you were saying, Goob, like I know like at least where I live, there's a lot of like anti-vax stickers up, and they're like they barely ever get touched, except of course by me, you know, your average vandal. But
I mean, I think that's because people are too afraid to catch whatever people that are putting up anti-vax stickers have.
But like whenever, but like if I have like a trans sticker or like a little rainbow sticker, and I'm just like, you know what, sure, there you go, sweet baby, and then I'm like walking to school the next morning, I'm like, oh, that's a bunch of slurs written on it. Okay. It's not great, and like, yeah, I don't know. It's not great.
I feel like that's when you have to get, like, use your demonstrations and then try and stick it higher to where no one can actually reach it.
Just get like bigger platforms than I already have and just go, okay, there we go.
Or like get like a stool with like your demonstrations on and then just try and get as high as possible.
I can sit on your shoulders.
Just get a pair of ladders, go up there, put a sticker up as high as you can.
Just stick it on the top of the thing. No one can get it now, you know.
Yeah, you can't get it down now. You can't scratch it anymore.
Another thing is like testosterone and like surgery, like top surgery and bottom surgery. Like if you tried to get that, say like 60 years ago, they probably would have laughed at your face.
Yeah.
And now if you go in now, it's like, okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, it's still not like that. They're like, okay, so you have to do around about like, you've got to do like a year of risk assessment, and you've got to wait, and then once you've done that, you're on a 5-year or 6-year waiting list. Like, I genuinely got my autism diagnosis before, like, and I think, like, if I started on the waiting list to get testosterone and an autism diagnosis at the same time, I think I would have got the autism diagnosis first anyway. It's a nightmare to get, but luckily I have my homegrown testosterone, so that's good at least.
How do you grow man?
I don't know. My body naturally has more testosterone than a sane female ever person should have. It's supposed to cause you like extra pain. I think it's like it starts with P and it's like a 3-word thing, but I don't think it's PMS. It's something. It's something that gives me more testosterone and really doesn't bother me. If anything, it makes me feel better. So
Manly.
Oh, big man.
I mean, I don't think it's like that. I think I still probably can like pick up a chair. I think I can actually. Hold on.
Can we see?
Ugh.
Woo!
Big man.
Can you do that, Ryan? I don't want to see it because you'd hurt yourself.
Wait, this whole time we've been talking about gay people?
I know, it's ugh.
I thought we were talking about straight pride.
Oh my god!
Same! What are we talking about?
I do think it's very funny that the straight pride flag is literally just black and white bars.
Yeah, they were just trying to avoid color at all costs.
Yeah, they're all like, here's the fun one. You can have a prison uniform.
I remember when I first came out at school, like not even as trans, just like when people found out I had a girlfriend, and then they were like, "Wait, are you gay?"
What, you are?
And I know. Ugh.
Sorry, man.
But they like people were just like coming up to me, people I'd never talked before in my entire life, and they were just like, "You're gay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, you found out my secret." No, but anyways, And it was really weird because like for a good couple months that started happening until like pretty much everyone in my year and like years below me and above me were coming up to me and saying like, "You're gay? Whoa!" And I became like a hot topic, if you would. I'm sorry, for a good little while, and that was an awful time in my life. I don't like it.
I mean, it's not as bad as yours, but when like I came out as bisexual when I still thought I was into women, I like people in like the girls' bathroom be like, "Ew, you're looking at me," or like even like if they're on the bus, like, and I was sat next to them or sat like perpendicular to them or whatever it's called, looking straight on. They were like, "Ew, are you looking at me? Gross!" And I'm like, I'm not comfortable in these bathrooms either. Like you and me both, sister.
Literally, like that happened to me in like changing rooms. I had to stop like using the changing rooms because every time I went in, like girls would just like walk past me, kind of like half naked, and be like keep walking past me, like just back and forth. And then they would like just like give up and say my name, and I would look up, and they would be like, "You're looking at me! Oh my god, that's so weird!" And it's like,
yeah,
it's like I wasn't though.
They just
Okay.
want self-confidence.
Yeah, you know, they want the school gay to look at them.
So
they're so
they can
obsessed
just say,
with gay people.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm straight.
I'm straight, but I'm gonna constantly ask women to look at me.
Yeah, I'm straight.
That's
but
just
I
a
want
little
the
bit of a.
I'm not homophobic. I'm an ally.
We thank you for your service.
I remember that like I can't remember how it happened. I let someone know that I didn't like men, and then I remember like this one guy like went around my GraphCom class and like said, "Oh, don't talk to her. She likes girls. She's a big lesbian." I was like, "Where did you find this information?" Because I hadn't told anyone. He was like, "You told me. Remember the other day?" And I was like, "I don't even talk to you." Like, it was weird because the entire class just like went with it as well. It was.
You're a lesbian.
You're a big lesbian.
How dare you be a lesbian?
I don't know why straight guys get like so annoyed when like lesbians are like, "Oh, I'm a lesbian." Like you like women. Like you don't like women. Like why are you so disgusted? You and her are the exact same. You both like women. Why are you disgusted?
Oh my god.
Seems a little bit free if you ask me.
The funniest thing like happened, like one time I got called a lesbian and I was like, "So you don't like women?" And then I was like, "No." And I was like, "So then why is it called an insult saying that I like women?"
Yeah. Like I might. Oh wait, no, I've just lost it now. Never mind, I got it back. Right. So I'm kind of gonna sound like one of those like straight men podcasts, but like for the gays.
Yeah.
It's kind of like. I've lost it again. I'm sorry.
Were you gonna make an Alpha Sigma joke?
No, I was gonna say it was something about like straight guys. No, that's it. I remember it now because I had to remember Thor,
Okay.
icon of the lesbians. But it's straight up just like the kind of attitude is like a guy goes up to a girl and it's like, "Hey, baby, you want to go out?" And it's like, "No, sorry, I'm a lesbian." They get so defensive. And personally, this is where like the straight male thing's gonna come in. I think it would be really fun if they just went. I also like women. Do you want to like go look for some women? That's gonna sound a little weird.
We were gonna go look.
That came out so weird. I'm sorry.
Changing the topic real quick.
Cut that out.
I think it's important. I think it's important to say that right now, this month is currently Military Appreciation Month, because a lot of talking points when people are like, "Why is Gay Pride a thing?" Like they constantly say like, "Soldiers only get like 1 day. Soldiers and veterans only get 1 day. Why should you deserve 1 month?" Literally right now is Military Appreciation Month. And you didn't know it because you don't actually care about that. You just don't like gay people.
Yeah.
Military. Yeah, I have a gay story about the military. Well, it's the Navy. So it's like apparently I can't remember when, but when the Navy was big, they were aware that there was homosexual activity happening, so they sent spies in there, and they were like, "So what kind of homosexual activity is happening in there?" And they're like, "A lot, let me tell you." And then they found that the spies were actually involved with the homosexuals. So they had, in fact, they said the spies were supposed to like seduce all these men, and then the spies really liked seducing all these men. So like they actually failed, and at some point they were like, "We need to actually take the spies out." This is like,
oh my god, the submarine is full of Yas and Queenan.
And like I think it was like Sparta or something. He's like, since there was like so many men gonna be away for months and stuff on end, and like away from women, like homosexual behavior was encouraged to keep the men just like to keep their spirits up, you know.
I mean, they asked their wives to shave their heads so they would look like men.
Mm.
So it's like, you know, you think of it.
It was just a bunch of gay people, you know. Thriving.
A lot of
Greece, my
this.
favorite timeline.
Still.
So we've got 5 minutes left, guys. How can we wrap this whole thing up?
Goodbye. We've actually got 3 minutes.
We've actually got 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Don't hit gay people. I've tried it. It doesn't work. So
What is the gay people done?
act normal around gay
Gay people
people.
actually have
Just
a
in
force
general.
Mhm.
Please.
You try and hit them and then like you get hit with rainbows.
What kind of queer people have you been hitting, Ryan? 'Cause
Supernatural kind.
I mean, like, I'm not homophobic or anything. It's just they've got enough rights, you know?
yeah, they do.
They do. They have enough rights. It's like, we already don't kill you. What more do you want?
Yeah, for real.
I'm not
honestly.
homophobic, but I think we should kill them, like stamp on them like little ants, little ants,
Yeah,
like
kill
gay
them like a bug.
ants.
Stop them like a bug. You know, leading off of that, I'm not homophobic, right? But if my son came out as gay, let's just say, you know, every time I've said, you live under my roof, it's my rules. Yeah, it ain't his roof anymore, he's out.
Still his rules though.
Yeah.
I'm not homophobic, but I do keep several people who have come out as gay in my basement in a little cage.
Oh my god, the same!
You showed me them last week, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we threw bread at them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so fun and entertaining.
It was great.
It was whole wheat.
Of course, no, it's brown bread. It's the one with the seeds in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty enough for them.
You know, I'm not homophobic, but I just no thank you. Am I right? Gay
Yeah.
people disgusting.
I'm not homophobic, but they're turning our kids gay. It shouldn't be appropriate around your children.
Yeah, like, I'm not homophobic, but all these new gay shows on the TV, it's like, I didn't want my kids growing up gay.
it's so atrocious, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
They're
wanna see that.
turning our kids gay. There's gotta be straight people are gonna be held in
They're
camps.
putting things in the water, and it's turning the frogs gay, Jeremy.
Unfortunately.
It's turning the frogs gay.
Frogs were such a cis-het masculine ideal until the gays came around.
No, they're turning the frogs gay.
I'm not homophobic, but
They could have had the toads, but not the frogs.
I'm not
the frogs.
homophobic, but straight pride.
I'm not homophobic, but like, I think super straights should have a flag and a month.
You know, I'm not really homophobic or anything, but like, where's the straight pride, mum?
I know.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
it's so annoying. And on top of that, I'm not homophobic, but I don't get. I'm not homophobic, but yeah. I'm not homophobic, but gay.
Yeah, I'm not homophobic, but a gay man just walked in, and I think he should leave.
I'm not homophobic, but this has been going on for 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
I'm not I'm not homophobic. I'm not homophobic. But if gay people can have a month, why do only military men have a day? It's awful.
I know.
They deserve way more rights than gay people. What have gay people done? Not murdered people? Not murdered innocent civilians and committed war crimes? I don't get it.
Yeah, neither, honestly.
I'm not homophobic, but the A definitely stands for ally. Like,
Obviously,
so sure.
I know. Like,
Like,
it's
we
such a
need
good
to be
thing that we get an
included.
ally flag and we
Yeah,
have like a
like,
letter in
the-
the alphabet.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's so
this
good.
alphabet
LG
mafia are corrupting our children.
Like
Yeah.
the LGBTQI, but the A, like ally, it's for
Ally.
Also, what is bisexual? Just pick a side. Like, the B obviously stands for Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
I'm not homophobic, but the B obviously stands for Bingus, so...
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
biggest beloved. Oh, yeah.
I'm not homophobic, but I think the B stands for like an actual B. Like the B movie was such a good show of
I love
cis-het,
that.
red-blooded
Yeah, it was
American.
so good. Like, he
I
fell
love
in
Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Me
like
too.
the woman fell in love with the bee, and it was just so poetic and wonderful.
Yeah.
And then,
Talking to me.
you know what ruined it for me? That lesbian couple that got shown for 0.5 of a second.
Yeah, I know. God,
No.
I love interspecies marriage.
Interspecies marriage is where it's at.
My favourite scene was when they shot Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, that communist. I'm so glad he's dead.
And that's where we got. And that's where we got. Please, because we're just gonna go on.
That's a good thing. We should keep going on.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get in
actually,
trouble
I
from
think-
the government.
I think if the gay people have to be around, you know, I think they should add another letter at least for like all of us who really matter. I think we should add F for forklift certified. Because,
Yes. See, this is what I've been saying for years, Bart.
yeah.
This is what I've been saying for years. Honestly.
So true, Andy.
I've had
Yeah.
my forklift certification for much longer than any of these gay people have been around.
As have I.
I gotta say,
Andy.
Glenn, I'm loving the cross, my guy.
Oh, they're wonderful. Yeah, they make your feet look great. No homo, bro.
Yeah, no homo.
No homo, bro.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
yeah,
If we're
but
going
you
to
guys
no
wear
homo,
socks,
but
right?
like no homo. But if Adam Sandler came up to me, I'd probably kiss him on the lips. No homo,
Aw.
no homo.
No homo.
He's a real red-blooded American.
Ryan Reynolds, very attractive for a man, no homo.
No homo.
Yeah, no homo, but like Eddie Redmayne, am I right?
Oh, obviously.
No homo.
He could ride my forklift.
Me too, John, me too.
Same here, John.
I'm not homo.
Your name's John too?
We're all John.
I thought I was Andy. I thought it was Glenn. You're Glenn.
I thought I was Daniel for some reason.
I'm not homophobic, but Andy, I've been in love with you for 8 years.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
homophobic, but Glenn, kiss me.
Wait, you guys are both wearing socks, right?
No.
It's gay. Yeah, I need you to get out. That's gay.
Get out. Get out.
That's gay.
I need to add you with your private collection of
We're gonna get married now, so we can do that. Oh crap.
Yo, no, I'm not homophobic. Can I be the best man at your wedding?
Yes. I'm not the best man. I'm not the best man. I'm not like homophobic or anything, but like, can I be a guest at your wedding? You know?
You can officiate.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not sexist, but I just don't get what the hype around women is. I'm a pure-blooded
Okay, we've got